It's very kitschy, it's very over the top.
There is a party going on in your mouth, a party.
It wasn't chewy, it wasn't rubbery, it was just perfect.
I think that the focus there is really on the food.
Phenomenal. The chicken tandoori is my favorite there.
All just, I mean, out of the ballpark good.
Author and self-proclaimed innovation insider, Steve Greenberg loves to track down the latest and greatest inventions. But when it comes to Italian cuisine, he prefers the traditional flavors served up in an old-world atmosphere. He recommends you take his advice and head to downtown Miami, where you'll find a bustling little marketplace and cafe called PERRICONE'S.
Fred, what do you do, Fred?
The concept back in 1996, when I opened, is exactly what the restaurant is today. It's the kind of food that I grew up on. Very simple, basic Italian comfort food. It's definitely high energy. We have live music 5 nights out of the week, so that kind of gets the crowd going. When I bought this property, there was this very lush tropical feel. I saved all the trees and built the restaurant around the trees. And a lot of people will say it's like eating in a treehouse. When you come in, we have a specialty food market. Everything that we have in the dining room is available in the market, and we try to make it as interactive as possible. There's no printed wine list. Pick the bottle up and you actually bring it to the table with you. Good service is an essential, but we try to make it very friendly. PERRICONE'S Marketplace and Cafe is your friendly neighborhood, warm and welcoming restaurant.
Well, Steve, I mean, this is truly in a really interesting location and public park.
It's this little kind of a homestead farmhouse in the middle of Brickell, which is glass and steel, so it just catches your eye. And it's been there forever, from what I can tell, and I've been eating there for at least 10 years, and it's just constantly reliable, delicious food, both sophisticated and kind of also family style at the same time. The Mama's lasagna is phenomenal.
Kind of messy and kind of
oh yeah. You know, it doesn't come out neat. It comes out a little messy, and then it gets even messier while you're eating it.
Have fun with your food.
Like you feel like Mama's in the kitchen, sitting there. You know, Steve PERRICONE'S mom is scooping it out and throwing it on a plate and getting it to you, and it's just delicious.
When we walked in, I love wood. I love that feeling, and it did seem like out of place, but I appreciated that it was out of place.
Stephen PERRICONE is a partner of ours in Mishi's. I have nothing to do with PERRICONE'S, so obviously we're allowed to bring him on the show. But PERRICONE'S, when he started renovating it, he told me 15 years ago, the whole place collapsed. So he went out and found a barn in Vermont and brought the barn back in pieces to construct the entrance.
And we tried, it was the special, I think, the lobster ravioli with the pink sauce. It was very good, sweet but tender. I actually had the fiocchi gorgonzola.
Fiocchi, whenever I look at that word, I always think of gnocchi. It's actually not, it's little purses.
Yes.
Filled with fresh pear.
And gorgonzola cheese. Very good though, the flavors unexpected but good together. They gave us the option of seating outside, and of course I asked, especially having my kids, I'm like, well, is it like air conditioned, or are we facing the South Florida humidity? And they said, no, it's very comfortable.
Trees are lit. They have all these uplights on the trees.
I noticed that too. It's like a magical feeling in there.
You're in this canopy of trees, which is just so beautiful.
Yeah, it's very romantic.
Two of you had fried calamari, right?
It was the batter was definitely not heavy. It was a nice light, crispy batter. Did not taste oily at all.
And it comes with zucchini.
Zucchini sticks
yes,
as well.
Yeah, really thin, like zucchini strips. Okay. And my son, who does not normally eat any kind of like seafood like that, just devoured. Like he loved it. We had to kind of reach and grab it from him. Have a piece.
Stacey, you had one of my favorite cheeses to start.
The burrata.
Yeah.
It's my new favorite thing.
Burrata is actually a mozzarella, like on the outside, ricotta like on the inside, and it comes from Puglia.
It was served with sliced prosciutto di Parma and sliced tomatoes with basil, and the best part of it, I thought, was their balsamic glaze that they drizzled all over the plate. Yeah, and their bread and bruschetta that they serve at the beginning of the meal is so great.
With cut up tomatoes and stuff.
Yeah, the basil and everything, and the Parmesan. So I was just mixing everything with the burrata, and it was so good.
Now, parking around there can be a little bit tough
They have valet parking for $5, which is really not bad. And truthfully, in my situation, I can walk there from home. I mean, it's not that far away. I live right in that neighborhood.
Lucky man.
Yeah, very convenient.
A lot of restaurants, short walk. Thursdays, they have a $10 all the pastas become $10, and it's packed on Thursdays. You can't even get near on Thursdays. It's like crazy. So
yeah, I want to check it out.
But it's a great deal, $10 for any pasta on the menu.
Yeah. All right, so do we have sweet lovers at this table? Because none of you have mentioned sweets yet.
Chocoholic.
Because we all ordered it.
Yes.
Chocoholic right here.
I second that, yes.
And I had the triple chocolate cake. That's what I don't.
Oh,
you get the same thing?
Double is not enough.
Double's not. And really 4 would have been too much. So 3 was just right.
You've got, of course, like the fudgy kind of frosting, and then you have almost like a pudding-like consistency. You've got the filling inside, so you've got your triple chocolate threat there. Yeah.
I had a banana cake. If it was up to my boyfriend, we would have gotten that triple chocolate cake. but I won, so.
Was it good?
It was excellent. It was kind of like a traditional banana bread with the cream cheese icing in the middle and chocolate drizzled around it.
And service?
Service was very good. For my son, I had asked if they could prepare an off-the-menu kind of a special request for him. Absolutely no problem at all. They did that without question.
I thought the service was above and beyond. The food came out in 5 minutes, literally, which was, it tastes so homemade, and I wondered, did they really just make the entire dish? But it was hot and fresh and amazing, so I really can't complain.
Well, Steve, PERRICONE'S is your choice. Give me a summary.
Sophisticated, but at the same time really home cooking. So I think it's the best of both worlds and super reliable. So I love PERRICONE'S.
Maria?
If you're looking for kind of an old world Italian neighborhood market in kind of a Italian mama's kitchen, it's the place to go in downtown Miami.
Stacey?
For a date night or even for a big family dinner with awesome food and very consistent, good service, PERRICONE'S is the place to go.
Well, you can indulge in an Italian feast at PERRICONE'S Marketplace and Cafe, located at 15 Southeast 10th Street in Miami. Open daily for lunch and dinner. Reservations are accepted, and the average tab for dinner without drinks is about $45.